Welcome to the FMV Archive. Today we are going over Revenge on the Gold Diggers. Yes, a Chinese dating simulation game, but it's a little bit more than just dating sim. This is from a newer developer. Do not ask me how to pronounce their name because I absolutely 110% cannot. This is a sneaky deep story. It is the tender tale of Yulan. He is just a guy, a delivery guy in China, trying to make ends meet, and he meets a beautiful girl, and guess what? She is an influencer online. She has a stream where she does silly dances and looks good, and you know what? She just needs a little bit of money to get over the hump. Sure, we've seen it before, but have we seen it before where that guy gets duped by that girl and then starts an entire gold-digging revenge business? I think not. This game is overwhelmingly positively rated on Steam, and it has a massive 472 minutes of footage in this game with another massive 38 different endings. This was the #1 selling Chinese developed game on Steam for a long time this year, and one of the other things about it, it actually got some controversy in China of all places. Surprisingly, a lot of people did not like the Gold Diggers connotation. They changed some things around, but you know what? They kept it Gold Diggers in the United States, because you know what? In 2005, Kanye West had the #1 Billboard song, Gold Digger. Yes, we were okay with that term in the United States, but are we okay with this game? Let's get into our 10-point system to find if this is something that you should be adding into your Steam library. Starting with #1, the look and the graphics. Someone cared about the scene selection and the set design for this. There are very few spots where it is not beautifully lit, where it is not a really cool location. I mean, a lot of time was put into this. It is high-level film quality, looks like a movie, very well done. I don't know if you could have made it look any better than this. It's not the stupid just POV staring at TNA the whole time. This is a story. This is not an actual just dating simulation game. One of the other things that probably won't get mentioned on this game, great wardrobe. The guy in this is a fashion designer. He ends up starting his own fashion company, so he should look good and have nice clothes, and he does in this one. Even those details are looked into for this. So the director on this one, chef's kiss on the details. You really nailed it on this one. Could not look any better. It's a 10 out of 10 for looks. Let's get into the gameplay. What do you do in this game? It is a dating simulation game, and it is a full motion video, interactive film. So you think you're just making A-B decisions, and that's usually 90% of it, but there's a lot more into the gameplay that I like. There are a few QuickTime events like tap this button now or wait for this moment to tap this button to get to the next scene. The one thing I really enjoyed about it though is some choices are locked, and it matters what you may have chosen in the scene before, the scene prior, to unlock these choices. So it makes you want to play it a couple times through. The other great thing on this, you can go right back and change the decision immediately. If you don't like the response that you get from the woman with the response that you gave, you can go back and change it, and it does not penalize you for making a decision that you don't want or you don't like the response that you get for it. Love that. I hate when you can't go back. Also, one of the things that you might not like on this is sometimes you will get stuck. You get to an ending and you're like, where the heck do I go to change this so I can actually progress through the game? Has a little bit of that. I think I only ran to that twice and it wasn't a big deal. Overall, the gameplay, pretty darn good. 9 overall for the gameplay. #3, the story. What are we doing in this? You're that delivery guy, okay? You're down your luck. You're a young guy trying to make it in a big city in China. Deliver to this beautiful woman who you instantly fall in love with. And then you find out that she is a vlogger. You instantly fall in love with her online. She needs a little help with money. You give her a little bit here and then, but all of a sudden she needs help with a lot of money. And you use the inheritance your grandfather gave you and you give it all to her. It's like $100,000, I think. It's a lot for a young guy trying to make it. You go broke. And you know what? When she gets that money, she is gone and you never see her again. She stole it from you. You got scammed 100%. Flash forward a couple years. Now you've started your own debt collection service where you're going after gold diggers to get the money they stole from other guys. That is the rest of the game. From here, it spirals into absolute insanity where you get into sex slave trade, women treating other women absolutely terribly just to exploit them for money and sex. It gets pretty darn dark. And you know what? Never turns into a comedy. It stays dark the whole time. The only knock I will have on it, it gets a little bit repetitive. You screw 3 women in this Phoenix kind of almost like sex cult, sex slave trafficking, human trafficking thing. You screw 2 of them over and you steal all their money and you ruin their lives. And then the third one is just like, hey, can we work together? No, that would not happen. You would crucify this guy. It would not work that way, but it does in this game. So the beats get a little bit repetitive. repetitive as the story goes on. Some of the scenes drag on and give you information that you already know. That is not all that interesting, and it kind of makes the game a little bit longer than I think that it needs to be. That said, the story is deep enough and has enough twists in it that it'll hold your attention. I give the story a 7 overall. Number 4, the dialogue. How well is that translation? It's an A+. I never got something in there where there's like, that obviously does not translate from Chinese to English. Whoever did that, plus points for that. Really, really good job. A lot of the women are same. They get tricked in the same exact way using the same kind of tactics. You know, be mean, they stay keen. You know, there should be a little bit more variety in there. I say this in other games. The voice is kind of one voice, even though the characters are a little bit different. I would have liked a little bit more variety in how these women respond to you and how you need to kind of get them under your wing so you can get your money back. And although the dialogue is generally pretty good, we'll give it a 7 overall. Going on next to the 5, the consequences of your decisions. 472 minutes of film, 38 different endings. Holy cow, there are different consequences. Going back to the gameplay, what I really liked is some things don't unlock until you do certain things or you reach certain achievements with women. I really like that. So it's like, oh, okay, I want to use that response there, but I don't have it yet. So I want to go back and find out what I need to do that. That makes it a lot more interesting. Lots of different interactions with these women. If you're a completist, you're going to see a lot of different things happen. 10 overall for the consequences, easily. Number 10, how's the acting in this one? I know I'm going to get to Wu Yulan, who is the lead in this. He is the guy in this one. This guy is great. He is really, really good. I don't think he could have pulled off this any better. I don't think they could have cast it any better for this level of a game, for this type of budget that was probably in on this. I think he's absolutely spectacular. All the lead phoenixes, all the mean girls in this one, for lack of a better term, they're really good. Now, some of the other lower level phoenixes, they are trying really hard. They are acting their ass off, and it looks like they're acting their ass off. They're trying a little bit too hard and coming off a little hard, but that doesn't take away from the overall acting of the game. The acting is really done well. I was kind of shocked at how good it was considering the type of game it was. I saw Gold Diggers. I thought it was going to be a little silly. It's not silly. It's straight on forward. Acting is easily a 10. Number 7, direction cinematography. Somebody really likes J.J. Abrams that directed this, the cinematographer for it. There are light flares in this one galore. Makes it look a lot more gorgeous than maybe it needs to be. Super, super lighting on this one. You'll appreciate it. Definitely stands out. Another thing that goes in this, I talked about a little bit in the look. The sets and the places they go are absolutely stunning to look at. They get these wide angle lens shots. They're drinking tea in this little tea lounge or whatever it is. And they're on like this mini island inside of it. It looks absolutely beautiful. Really love it. It shows just how rich and exquisite these people are that are scamming these people and what they have going into it. Tons of different locations for this one. Holy cow. It looks stunning. Like I said, in the drone work is absolutely amazing on this. They get some really cool shots and plus points for not just giving me TNA the whole time. This is actually an interactive film, not just me looking at hot women and staring at their boobs like a lot of these games are. I think it is done well. It is actually a story you're getting. Direction cinematography, easily a 10. Number 8, the music gets dramatic. It's always kind of there. It's in the background. It never gets silly. Sometimes you get that Jerry Lewis, Jack Lemmon 1950s comedy, you know, goofy type of music. Never get that in here. It's always serious. Music's good, not great, but above average. 8 overall for the music. Number 9, inventiveness. There is an interactive message board where you can give relationship advice and tell your stories about how you were scammed by other gold-digging women and how to figure out how to get through it. That is actually on this game. Couldn't read any of it, all in Chinese, but it is there. It exists. Never have seen that before. There's a director's commentary after you finish the first chapter that kind of describes why he did the game, how thoughtful he was into taking some of these things under consideration, how important this is. I think that was from some backlash when this game was right before it got released in China. Some people were kind of knocking this game. Loud voices, but not many of them. And I think this is kind of an answer to that, to kind of say, hey, this is what we were really thinking on this. 38 endings. That's a staggeringly high number. One of the other things you do on this one, which I don't know if I've done on any other of these Chinese dating games, are you switch characters in it. You go to one of your assistants in there and kind of infiltrate this Phoenix sex cult and try to get into it. So that was pretty cool. I've never seen that. A lot of things that are new on this. 10 out of 10 for inventiveness. Definitely played differently than a lot of other these games that I've played. Number 10, most important factor, fun. I had fun playing this. I think it is unique enough. It is different enough. I think it was 7 overall hours I put into this. Didn't hate it. I didn't hate any of it. The only things I didn't enjoy of it were, you know, a little bit of the repetitive beats on some of the storylines in there. But overall, it's a lot of fun. If you enjoy storytelling games, not necessarily dating games, I think you'll enjoy it. I think it was fun. 9 overall for fun. Final score 90. I think that's the highest I've ever given a dating simulation game. Maybe Surveillance, that was probably close to a 90. That's a really great game too. So what's our final verdict? It is very good. I would get this if you were into storytelling. I would get this if you were into the Asian dating games, because I think they're a little bit more complex than the American ones that I've played. Pro level look to it. Wild story, absolutely nuts, and gets nuttier, and it is dark, and it stays dark. And you know what? You keep thinking, man, this is gonna go great. Eventually this guy's gonna fall in love, and it's gonna work. No, it doesn't. Well, I guess there's a couple endings that do end happily, but most of them are absolutely miserable, crazy endings. This is one of the highest quality dating games I've ever played. 10 times better than most of the things you'll see in there. There was actually a budget for this. Maybe like Vanity Fair is close. The Pursuit, Vanity Fair, The Pursuit, that might be close in budget. Other ones you can definitely see. You'll see shots where cameras are in the mirror. You know, the details aren't taken care of, but the details are taken care of in this one, and I like the details. Here's another detail for you. Hit subscribe, hit like. That helps us do more of these games. If it's FMV, we want to do it. So put a note in the comments of a game that you think we should be playing or that we have played and you do like, because we want to do them all. Thank you. Have a great one.